Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to On a Mission. Happy Tuesday. We are post summer lovin', but the summer is just kicking off. Veda, welcome. And we also have Emily Taylor here as well. Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, of course. You both were in the throes of all the action on Saturday. We had so many surprises. We had Exodus Pro tournament matches. We had a surprise match with Maya World showing up. We had, again, some championship matches, and we have a new Mission Pro champion. It's all very exciting. We're going to break it all down today, talk about the biggest moments that happened. And I want everyone to let me know at the end. We'll get to that fun part of the evening where we mention our match of the night. So, are you both ready?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes. So Veda, we kicked it off with our little pre-show, which was super fun. And we kicked the whole show off with the Exodus Pro tournament matches.
Yes.
And if you all, before we get too deep into all of the results, which we will be spoiling. So if anyone hasn't watched it, it's Tuesday. You all can go watch it on Title Match Network. So go do that. Or you can watch this and know the results and then go back and watch it anyway. But we're gonna spoilers, everyone. Spoilers. So we kicked it off with two Exodus Pro tournament matches. We started with Kelsey Heather versus London Dior. And Kelsey Heather making her debut at Mission Pro. So I want to get everyone's opinion on this match. Emily or Veda, who wants to go first?
Well, we had Kelsey on this show a few weeks ago,
and
if we weren't already excited to see her in action, I think that really sealed it for me because she was so determined to show out and impress in this debut. Of course, London Dior has been impressive before. So I was really looking forward to this match. I thought it was an awesome match to kick things off. But Kelsey Heather, really, really did show that she can back up everything that she was saying on a Mission. It was awesome.
Yeah. Just a reminder, the super chat is open. So if you want to send some special super chat funds and comments, that would be awesome. Mindrunner says, dude, London has Mark Henry level strength. Had Kelsey up for a 16 count in that standing suplex. That was an incredible moment. I have to give a shout out to Kelsey Heather's gear. She looked so fabulous. We were talking about, yes, Brian, you made my point before I even said it. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Kelsey had the ring gear of the night. It kind of had a Xena warrior princess, anime glitter vibe going on, and I loved it so much. I would love to chat with her and talk about how that gear happened because it was fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what happens next for Kelsey in this Exodus Pro tournament because as we talked about during the show, during Summer Lovin', is that these matches that we're hosting here at MPW are to get in further into this tournament, but there's going to be matches happening in multiple different promotions. So it really could be anyone who you might have to go up against.
Exactly. Emily, what did you think about this match? Because again, we did talk about Kelsey Heather. She has a cheerleading back. She has an amazing background. I know Emily's dealing with dogs right now, so
I am. I was really impressed with it. That was the first time seeing her. The first time a lot of people were seeing her, especially in a Mission Pro ring. It was her debut. I was very impressed. She did really good. And just with the cheer background and the gymnastics and everything, just a different background coming into it. She was just very impressive.
Oh, hold on. Mindrunner just super chatted.
Oh, super chat.
Oh,
big one.
And it's an idea that I don't hate, I gotta say.
Oh.
Ooh.
Time for London to link up with Roche Chanel as a tag team called the Fashionistas.
Oh.
I like that.
I see some things. I see some things happening there. I mean, Dior and Chanel. It is the perfect combination of fashion.
It makes so much sense.
And bougie.
And
Dogs and cats are welcome On a Mission. We're just trying to limit the barking.
Yes.
We know that Richey has had so much success as a tag competitor, and London is really impressing me in Mission Pro, but she's still kind of trying to, I think, get her footing and figure out where she fits in.
And this was an an Exodus Pro tournament match. So again, Kelsey's moving on to the next level of this tournament, but it doesn't mean you're done with Kelsey at Mission Pro, and it doesn't mean you're done with London Dior either. So I think even though London obviously didn't get this win, I think there's still more there. And obviously she's a new fan favorite of Mission Pro. So I think there's a lot there to work with, and she's really going to like find her footing again. I think this was one little step. And she's so popular right now in our little Mission Pro universe.
Well, and Mindrunner has already moved on to the next match as well.
Okay, all right. Well, then we'll move on to the next match. All right.
He's going so fast.
Mindrunner, this is our show. You have Thursday.
Well, Mindrunner gave us a great idea for a new tag team, and now is predicting the winner of the entire tournament.
I'm giving Mindrunner a hard time. I can. So here's the second Exodus Pro tournament. We had Miranda Alize versus Queen Uju, and again, the Lucha Baddie, a few months ago, put the Mission Pro locker room on notice. And then to have this fight against Queen Uju, and I say fight because it was a fight. So
it Emily, definitely was.
Why don't you share your thoughts on this one?
That was, I don't know if it was during the pre-show or whenever me and Veda were on commentary, but Veda said that they're two of the strongest strikers on the Mission Pro roster, and that was on full display at Summer Lovin' for sure.
Yeah, Joseph says Mindrunner is so happy that Miranda advanced. He couldn't win till Emily got here. Mindrunner, it's okay. We can I'll tease you in the chat on Thursdays.
And Miranda was a little bit later addition to this tournament, which puts you in a position to have even more to prove. To prove that you deserve to be added into the tournament, that you deserve, the opportunity. But that is kind of what Miranda's been doing her entire career. She has the experience edge, and we did see that. And she's come into Mission Pro basically to establish herself exactly like she did in that match.
Exactly. And Miranda is also full of surprises, right? Like she came out and had that promo on one of the first shows that she challenged, everyone in the locker room. So again, she's a veteran in this world, and she's coming out, and she put everyone on notice. And so the fact that she was in a tournament match, she's facing some of the newest, most competitive, opponents at Mission. Like there is kind of this vibe that she brings, right? Mm-hmm. And she, like the fact that she got included in this Exodus Pro tournament a little bit later on, that's totally okay. And she obviously won and defeated Queen Uju. So I'm interested, like there were some predictions in the chat that Miranda might take the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, now that she has moved on, she's really like now solidified the fact that she's in this tournament, and she's a threat, that people didn't necessarily anticipate even being in the tournament. Yeah. So Joseph is pointing this out, that like Miranda has that element, of surprise and it being an unexpected entry. So I'm really excited to see what happens next for her.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that surprise part of it really kind of makes Miranda unique, right? And like she's up to the challenge.
Yeah.
And so I am interested to see what will happen next with that. Moving on, we had an interesting appearance. Maya World entered the ring. She aired some grievances about Kaya Dream and her frustrations. As we all know what happened, they lost the Mission Pro Tag Team titles. So there seems to be some grievances, some frustrations there.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you, Emily, because Maya was actually claiming that she's completely over Kaya. She spent, 5 minutes insisting that she is done with her former partner, not even thinking about her. She's over it. She had a lot to say about the fact that she has nothing to say about the former dream world.
I mean,
like a lot to say.
It's like having it's like breaking up with someone and just saying, I'm fine a million times. I don't know what you're talking about. And then we really know you're not fine.
I don't know why you're still checking their Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't really understand why you're still looking at their stories.
Yeah, I don't know why it's coming out all squeaky like this, because really, I'm fine.
I think there was some underlying issues there.
But once Maya let us all know that she doesn't care about former partners at all, she said she's focused on singles competition. She said she's focused on winning titles. We know that she has her eye on the MPW championship. She said that before.
Yes, but then a lot of people.
When she came out, she was in gear, and it turned out that she was ready for a fight, and it was a surprise to all of us who her opponent would be.
That's true.
Yeah. We did have a surprise. I guess Maya, I guess you could say she opened that challenge, and the person that walked through that door was Natalie Sykes. She answered the challenge to face Maya World. And this was a match that was not publicized. We did not know about it. I did allude that there might be some type of surprise match or something, but I wasn't expecting this. So Emily, like, I know Veda, you'll talk a little bit about, you've called Natalie's matches before. What did you think about this big moment? I know you've seen Maya World before at Reality of Wrestling, so you're familiar with her. This is the first time you kind of saw her at Mission, really.
Yeah. I feel like Maya is always up for any challenge. She's always ready to go. I really don't think that she was prepared for Natalie Sykes. I definitely don't think she was prepared for anybody from overseas. Like, I don't think that was on her bingo card or on her like spectrum of people that she thought would come out and appear. But it was great to see Natalie Sykes. That was my first time seeing Natalie, and I thought that she did amazing.
Yeah, and Veda, you have a background watching Natalie. You've called a few matches, and so this is a different environment. She's accepting a challenge for a rising star.
For sure. So I've been on lots of shows with Natalie, particularly in the north of England. She's from Leeds herself, very proud of that. And the past year, I've been calling her matches every single month at North, which is up in Newcastle in England. And she's someone who has really started to break out and really establish herself on the roster there. And it was really only a matter of time, I think, till she started getting international notice. I know she's really excited to make this trip over the state. She's had a couple other appearances around Texas, but it was great to see her in Mission. I know that MPW has become such a goal and such a destination for so many rounds.
Oh no, Veda.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
We're I don't know where Veda went.
Oh no.
All right, we're gonna continue. Veda went away, and then I went away. The gremlins disappeared. All right, there's Veda. Veda, you went away.
Am I back? Hello.
Yeah, you're back.
Hello.
Huh.
All right, we're back. All right, you said you were calling matches the north of England.
Yeah, I'm always been like a huge fan of Natalie Sykes. I'm so excited. I can see in the chat that a lot of people have become fans of her too. But again, although Maya will point this out, and I don't have to be the one to put Maya World over, she's still unbeaten in singles competition. She was able to take on a complete surprise opponent, still get the win. I mean, Maya really, really, really has established herself in MPW.
Definitely. Mindrunner says, Maya World is hacking the stream because we were talking about Sykes instead of Maya. That might be true. There are a lot of storms coming through Texas right now. There's wind and tropical storms and stuff. So apologize if there's any technical difficulties on our ends. But before we get to the next match, I wanted to go on a little cookie break. And
these cookies.
These amazing cookies. I'm going to put the information in the chat, but they were given to us. And look at this one. It's a little Mission Pro logo.
Yeah, I think I had one that was a Mission Pro logo.
And then there was a palm tree.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Yeah, the palm tree.
Those were so cute.
So Marie Creative on Instagram, or Mary, Mari, Creative on Instagram, created these amazing cookies for us. So we're celebrating the summer with these. So I wanted to give a shout out and a thank you for keeping us all, all sugar-fied. We had lots of sugar. Oh, Brian said he only ate 8 of those cookies. All right. Well, I have 3 right here. So Brian, I'll give you more. These were so cute and a really great boost for all of us.
Yeah.
Yes. But speaking of a boost, and just this was an amazing match. Mission Pro Tag Team Championship match was on the line. Let me get the graphic because graphic. We had King Bees versus Fire and Fury, the Sisters of Destruction, Nova Phoenix, and Morgan Mercy. And this was brutal. This was. I'm glad this was going into intermission because I was like this tour. Like I was worried that all the walls, everything would be coming down. So Emily, I know you're familiar with some of the opponents here. What did you think? Again, this is the King Bees defending their Mission Pro Tag Team titles, and they're a Mission Pro favorite. But Fire and Fury, they were not ones to mess with.
Yeah, they definitely, Fire and Fury, for their first time teaming ever, definitely gave the King Bees a run for their money. I don't know if the King Bees were completely prepared for them, considering that they had never teamed before. Like there wasn't a ton of homework that King Bees really could have done on them. But they did really good. They were really impressive as a tag team. I can definitely see them winning those titles maybe in the future. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Nova Phoenix and Morgan Mercy prepare really carefully for this match. We spoke to them previously on a mission. We saw them putting out promos and videos, and they were training on a different level. They were in a different mindset that I think was very impressive. And again, they went from opponents, and they've known each other around shows on the indies. And so for them to come together as a tag team and say, hey, let's do this together. Let's get gold together. Obviously, they did not get the win, unfortunately. But I think they won over the Mission Pro fans on a tag team level that they want them, Mission Pro fans want them back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Veda, what were your thoughts on this? Because I love them as a tag team.
Yeah, and I've been excited to see Nova and Morgan as part of Mission Pro at all, but in terms of our tag division, I feel like the landscape really, really changed in terms of tag teams and in terms of people who might want to come to MVW to compete in the tag division now have to be aware that you might be going up against Fire.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Veda, come back. Veda. Oh my goodness. Okay, have another cookie break, everyone. Oh my goodness. We're having a lot of internet. Hi.
Hello.
You were saying Fire and Fury. Did you freeze again?
Oh no.
Oh my God, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so yeah, I think Mission Pro fans want to see Fire and Fury even more in the tag. We need to have more tag team matches at Mission Pro. I think that's
definitely
for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we should be doing. I was giving another cookie break. So this was where we had intermission.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do. I want to make sure that we give lots of shout outs and love to all of our sponsors.
I think this is when I for real had my cookie.
This is. I handed you. You were like cookies. I'm like, yeah, cookie.
I think this is when I had my cookie.
So everyone, grab a cookie, grab your little snacks. I wanted to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors, including 210 Strong, Matriarch Health Supplies, which gave us And a lot of the ladies, I don't know if you can see, compression TheraSport socks, which are great.
Oh.
Veda and I were talking about traveling, like being on an airplane is really great, long road trips. And this is great for working out. So we all have a pair of these, and we're gonna use them. I got pink because it's my favorite color. So a huge shout out to Matriarch Health Supplies. They have tons of other equipment and like compression garments. So thank you so much. We wanted to give a shout out to No Gimmicks Podcast. They sponsored the London Dior and Kelsey Heather match. Yes. And then Countdown City WrestleCast sponsored Angel Blue versus Denise Day, which we're going to talk about. And we had Rick Vamos Jr. sponsored Denise, Shay. We had so many. I'm trying to go through. I know, Veda, you had to go through all these sponsors on commentary. Izzy had so many sponsors. We'll get to Izzy's in a little bit, but I wanted to give a huge shout out to some of those sponsors. For the tag team of Morgan Mercy and Nova Phoenix, Fire and Fury, Dynamite Download, thank you so much for sponsoring. And that reminds me that sponsorships are open. Sorry, my cat's running around. Sponsorships are open for the next show on August 17th, Heatwave. And you can email us at missionprowrestling@gmail.com. There you go. And try to get involved again. We are going to be announcing matches. The aftermath of what happened this weekend will be unfolding the next few weeks. So follow, like, subscribe to Mission Pro, and you'll catch it there. So that was my quick sponsorship read. That was a lot, Veda. I don't know how you did it. Yes, Brian, you got some socks. All right, let's move out of intermission. So thank you all. That was less than 10 minutes.
Look at that. Look at you.
With all those sponsors. So let's get down to out of intermission. We had Angel Blue versus Denise Day. And there was a comment from Brian that like he keeps reliving one of the moments in the match, which was pretty much how the match ended. Lots of chairs, audience and fans had to move out of the way. But Emily, why don't you let me know your thoughts? Where did this match stand in like the breakdown of the night?
That match was crazy. Like the ending of that match. Like I know you said that after the tag match it was craziness. Needing to go intermission. That we almost needed another intermission after that, because of the pile of people and chairs and things.
I mean, so we saw Denise Day face Miranda Alizé, Lucha Baddie last show, right? And we saw this fierceness, this energy come out of Denise Day that we hadn't really seen since her debut at Mission Pro. We saw kind of like a sweet competitor, not really as feisty as like we've seen in the most recent shows. And so the fact that she went against Angel Blue and it was like head to head, she was not backing down. And Angel Blue is like, she is a fighter, a grappler. They're like, there is legit holds that like Denise had to get out of. So Veda, in your perspective, what were your moments of this match that you really like were impressed by?
I knew it was going to be pretty hard fought because both Denise and Angel are looking for a win in Mission Pro. And we touched on this on commentary, Emily and I did, that like no matter what we thought was going to happen was that the match would have a winner, as most matches do. And that means that someone would be moving on finally with the win, and someone else would still be looking for that first win. We didn't realize how much it would mean to both of them to get that win, that they'd be willing to do anything. And again, we got to spoil it because it was a crazy, crazy moment, but a suplex off the steel steps into a pile of chairs, and then they weren't able to get back up and answer the count. I mean, like it was not a shocker that they were down after that. But what ended up happening is we had a double count out, which means that they're both still looking for a win. And I don't know like what lengths they're willing to go to. If that was not enough, like if they were still willing to go through that, I don't know what could be next for them. But they're both still looking for a win.
I mean, they still are. And like, I know Veda, you and I, we did talk about like how both of them needed a win. Like that one of them was fighting to get it. And the fact that they both didn't, I think it's going to drive them to the next show.
Yeah.
It's going to drive them to that next match, their next opponent. And I fear for both of their next opponents because it's like you have that fire. Like now they have the fire under them to go to the next moment. And like the momentum is there. Like a loss will like make that momentum even more powerful.
For sure.
Yeah. And we already know the lengths they'll go to try and get that win. So
yeah. I mean, I don't want to get thrown through chairs. I mean, what's us is like we took so much time setting up those chairs, and look what they did. Just throwing them all over the place. Just, no one needs chairs. All right. Next is, let's see. It is the hybrid School of Wrestling Women's Championship match. Shay Carmichael versus Kaliantita. Kaliantita was the reigning champion, I guess currently still is the reigning champion.
Mm-hmm.
We take this weekend's results into account. Again, she did defeat Shay Carmichael. But this was a really, again, this was, I believe was this her first official defense? Because she won like the end of May.
She won just recently, and I believe she told me that it was her first official defense.
First official defense, yeah.
Right, and it's always cool for me, I think, whenever we're able to have other championships from outside of MPW defended at Mission Pro. I think it's always a great moment. It's a cool moment for the fans too, because they're potentially going to witness history right in front of them that they weren't anticipating. But in this situation, it was a huge opportunity for Shay Carmichael. She could have become champion, but I gotta say, towards the end of the match, I have to wonder if whatever's going on with Shay, if she was able to like control whatever is happening in her mind, maybe we would have seen that title change, because she came close a few times, but then she seemed to almost be distracted by herself.
Yeah, I mean, there was something like we've talked about this before, Veda, on previous like on emissions and during the pre-show that like Shay's kind of shifting, right?
Yeah.
Like she kind of debuted at Mission Pro as like, again, they call her America's sweetheart and like this sweet, like unassuming opponent, right? And then now there's like this shift, and I think, and we saw a glimpse of this even more on Saturday night,
right?
Yeah.
Brian's like, Shay's looking a little bit crazy. It's like this switch turned on, and I'm not sure which direction it's going right now. Tommy's like, Shay is turning to the dark side. I mean, potentially, we've had lots of people turning to the dark side here. I'm like, what were your observations?
The same thing as y'all. I've seen Shay here in Houston a few different places, and even in Waco, like a bunch of different shows, and that was just a completely different side of her than I've ever experienced. And I've seen her on around like shows for over a year, and I don't know what is going on with her. I'm not really sure that I want to find out though either.
Why, Emily? You don't want to get in the ring? You should do it.
Well, as Davina's pointing out, Shay even went so far and got so out of control to put hands on an official, which again is very, not only is it out of character for her, but it's out of character in general. Like
you're not supposed to do that. We had a lot of this. We had a lot of like referees having to like stand up for themselves on Saturday. Yeah. It was like they were fighting to be in that ring. Which they shouldn't have to. Like, they're the officials. They're trying to keep the peace and make it all make sense for us.
But to me, if Shay can harness this, because everyone in the chat is pointing out that she's also been more aggressive. Yeah. And that's what you need to win. So I think that if she can really just like keep some of that out under control, or on the flip side, and we've seen this before in wrestling too, just go completely out of control, she's going to be a huge, huge threat. Like, I don't think that she didn't win the Hybrid School of Wrestling Women's Championship, but I don't think that that's the end of her in title competition at all.
No, I don't think so either. I think there's something there. you know, because I feel like she's always watching. And she's always listening. And I feel like she's kind of quiet when she's not in the ring, right? And she's kind of observing.
Yeah.
But once she's in the ring, again, this like aggressiveness, this change in her thought process has shifted. And so I'm sure we'll find out what's going on with her. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let's see. This heat, the Texas heat, it was really hot on Saturday. So we were all...
That is a distinct possibility that it's just the heat.
It went to her head. Wait, Brian, what is this? Oh, well, Brian, Davina should file a complaint with our general manager about opponents touching the refs. Brian, what is this?
Well, we're going to get to this in a second, but we know that Izzy cashed in the MPW Cup.
Yeah, she cashed in.
She still like had it with her.
Yeah,
at the show.
On. We're going to get to this, Brian, because... All right, we're going to get to this. Let's get to the main event. Obviously, Izzy Moreno versus Tiffany Nieves. And new. We're just going to get to the point. And new. We have a new champion. But this was one of the most wild matches of Mission Pro Wrestling history.
Yeah. It was really like two matches because the first match did not end in any way that was fair to anyone.
No. We had Thunder Rosa, like a fake Thunder Rosa show up?
Yeah.
What is this? Carolina, the general manager, needs to get things under control, which she tried to do.
Yeah.
So again, we talked about this, Veda. Thunder Rosa said she had a plan. She was going to be on Tiffany's side. What? How do you feel about this? That she, like, I guess Thunder
Rosa said she had a plan. We knew that she wasn't going to... She said she wasn't going to be around. Then we knew that she was literally on television at the time that this match was happening. And then all of a sudden, Thunder Rosa comes out from the back, gets physical, because Izzy was just about to tap out Tiffany Nieves. Like, we know that was what was about to happen.
Definitely.
Thunder Rosa teleports to San Antonio, physically attacks Izzy, and then like of course things are revealed now that like they hired extra like hench people to be involved in this match. There was a whole plan from start to finish, and Carolina, like, she had no choice. She had to step in.
She had to step in, which I do have to give her a shout out. I do appreciate her making the rematch because the crowd was shouting it before she even
came out.
Before, they were like, we want a rematch, which the Mission Pro fans have been on a roller coaster especially with like Roche Chanel, who tried to have multiple championship matches and try to have rematches and things like that. And Tiffany was always finding some way to be a little dirty, right? A little not fair in the win, right? Yeah. And again, here she had Thunder Rosa on her side. So again, the GM had to step in. So I don't blame Carolina for stepping in.
Well, and also we have to keep in mind, as everyone was, in the crowd was demanding that the match restarts, we mentioned the Mission Pro Cup. Well, Izzy cashed in the cup to get this opportunity, which means that theoretically this was her only chance. Carolina knew that. Like, she knew that this was Izzy's only chance because, well, if Thunder Rosa says she's going to do whatever to make sure that Tiffany stays champion, then we know she's going to make sure that Izzy wasn't going to get another chance. So this is really the only way that it could go. And the match then was restarted again. And once again, Tiffany did not make it easy for Izzy. Izzy had to fight.
Nope. That was the amount of things that Izzy had to overcome just on Saturday in order to become the new MPW champion is crazy.
But she did it.
She did.
Yeah, she did it. And someone pointed out that it was ironically, or like full circle moment, it was Bailey's birthday on Saturday.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it was really just again that full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was so much going on with this match. I mean, I'm excited to have a new Mission Pro champion. I'm a little concerned about Thunder's reaction.
Yeah, not a good day for Thunder Rosa. Someone pointed out she had that incredible, the real Thunder Rosa, in my opinion, had an incredible match on Collision, but she didn't win. And now Tiffany's not champion anymore. Yeah. And Carolina stood up for the entire MPW roster. Yeah. And now Izzy is champion. And Thunder Rosa said from the beginning that someone like Izzy being champion was going to be embarrassing, which is not true.
No.
But basically everything went wrong for Thunder.
Yeah, I'm really terrified about what's going to happen. Like, she knows where Carolina's podcast studio is.
She's been there.
Carolina records every week. I'm really worried about this response. I feel like I have to reach out at some point soon and figure out what's going on. I do loved this moment at the end of the celebration of Izzy where all the kids just came into the ring and celebrated with her. And I know Izzy posted on social media that part of why she loved wrestling is that like she wanted to have that impact on kids, and she is definitely doing it. I have never, brought tears to my eyes. I've never seen a moment like that where it was such a huge celebration and just like so authentic and real. So I love that. Pepe says the BFF era has begun.
But, and I only say this because, we've been around for a minute. Awesome moment. Incredible moment.
But
the journey that Izzy had to become a champion, that was very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But now that she is a champion, she has a target on her back. We know that Maya World is looking for a title shot. We know that everyone who comes to MPW, they're looking for title shots. Richey Chanel, she is still looking for a fair championship.
Yes.
Match. Like, there are so many people lined up to go after Izzy, and we already know that whether you agree with it or not, Izzy is kind of an underdog. Even as a champion, she doesn't have the experience that a lot of people have. She has the toughness, she has the support, but all it's going to take is the right challenger to just be able to overcome Izzy. And I feel like Izzy is going to be the kind of person that's going to train harder than ever. She's going to be more prepared than ever. But I have no idea who her next challenger will be. Whoever it is, though, like Izzy is now the one with the target on her back. This is a completely different dynamic. And it's the first time that Izzy's ever been in this position. This is her first championship.
Yeah, she obviously like won. There will be an interview dropping. We had a really like wonderful sit down with Izzy that will be coming out later this week on Mission Pro socials. And our YouTube channel. But she did talk about, she did win a title when she was like 10, and it was like super not really like a good moment for her.
Yeah.
A little controversial. And so she talks a little bit about that. And so she had to step away, take that time, train, and then come back.
Right.
And then here she's a Mission Pro champion. So you're in a different level at this point, right? Yeah. And so that's Veda, that's like what you're talking about, is she's experiencing this from a person that's been training, that's been taking advice, taking coaching, like doing jujitsu, doing all this stuff to like get to the level that she needs to be at to be a champion. And again, you're right. There's a target on your back. And it might, you have to shift, right? Like as a Mission Pro Cup holder, you don't necessarily you have a target on your back, but like, it's different than being a champion, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to shift, right?
Well, Brian said in the chat that he's already been taking calls from former champions who are looking for shots.
Oh, dang.
We know that we have another event announced in 2 months. We're gonna have a couple new faces there as well. Like you never know. Plus, and this is the other thing. Credit to Tiffany Nieves. She was a fighting champion.
She was amazing.
She defended her title all over the place. Is Izzy planning to do the same thing? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of decisions for Izzy to make. I'm excited to watch that interview, Emily, that you did with her, because I'm sure she'll kind of lay out a little bit of her plans. But I don't know. This is you can't celebrate for too long when you're a champion. Is all.
Yeah.
Like you have to keep looking forward.
Yeah, and I'm wondering. Oh, sorry.
I do know, I know that you mentioned, that Roche Chanel is still looking for, a fair title shot. I'm sure that Izzy has the same mindset as Carolina and wanting to have these title shots be fair. So maybe the ones that haven't gotten the fair title shots in the past, maybe now is their opportunity to at least have a fair shot at that title.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's Brian's comment of I got calls from former champs today wanting a shot. I mean, that's amazing. And I think you mentioned Tiffany, and I do have to give a shout out to Tiffany because she not only defended the Mission Pro Championship at various promotions around the United States, outside of the country, like just incredible like representation of Mission Pro, the spirit of Mission Pro. And she had 308 days she held that title, the longest reigning Mission Pro champion. So we have to give her dues, her flowers, the credit to Tiffany, because she really just did an incredible job, was an amazing champion despite all of the shenanigans.
There's one other thing too, now that you're saying this, that Tiffany had defended her title so many different times successfully all over the place. Thunder Rosa had promised that Tiffany was going to hold on to that title.
Yeah.
And
so what's happening with Tiffany and Thunder?
Lots went down there, but if the boss lady had promised me that there was no way I was losing my title to this kid, that is how they felt about it. That is how they presented this. There was no way. And then she wasn't even there. I don't know. If I'm Tiffany Nieves, maybe I need to have a conversation with Thunder Rosa.
I mean,
I agree.
Just saying.
I mean, if someone said that's like sending someone a job offer and be like, "Don't worry, here's your thing," and then like being sorry, you're not gonna do that anymore.
Yeah, like once they've already like broken their lease. Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, sorry, you don't get to move into this apartment. You put a deposit down and you sign the lease, but sorry, we changed our mind."
So again, I don't want to like stir the pot, but
okay,
once Tiffany recovers from this loss, I don't know. Thunder Rosa promised that there was no way Tiffany would lose, and she sure did lose.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Tiffany's not only going to have an issue with Thunder, but Carolina, because Carolina wanted that, like, demanded that rematch.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to talk to Tiffany, we need to talk to Izzy, we need to talk to Carolina, and I feel like we need to get all of them, maybe not together, but
yeah,
at some point we need to get some statements.
Yeah.
From them.
For sure.
Yeah, so it was such a wild night. If you all haven't, I know we went and spoiled it for everyone, but it seems like mostly everyone in the chat has watched the show. But if you have not watched MPW Summer Lovin', go on Title Match, or if you watched it live, go watch it again. It was legit that good. I'm gonna keep going back and watching it because I study all of our opponents, see all of our talent, see what they're doing. Yeah, exactly, Davina. That's the question I have. Will our GM do anything about Thunder trying to influence the outcome? I mean, it's Thunder.
I hope so, but it is the boss lady, so.
Yeah, Tommy says, I'll stir the pot. It's all Thunder's fault. Tommy, we know you're going to cause some trouble.
Okay, right, so Mind Runner also has a good point, because Thunder she gave Tiffany the order to also defeat Izzy and hold on to the title. So Thunder Rosa if I'm Thunder Rosa, and I'm certainly not, I might say that, well, listen, I had business to attend to on Collision. I had to go to my other job, okay? And I thought that I could trust you to get this done. Mm-hmm. And Tiffany wasn't able to. So I feel like there's a lot of questions that need to be answered amongst all the participants in this matchup.
Yeah, there's a lot of like information and like comments some issues we need to get down to. And
also, can we please find the MPW Cup?
Yeah,
Brian has brought this up a couple times.
Brian, we organized the truck so that things like this don't happen. Oh my God. Okay, Brian, I guess she gave the order but also made promises. I blame Thunder. Tommy has strong words for Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel Marie says you study because you're going to get into the ring. Okay, I see you. Angel Marie, anything's possible. You never know. I need lots of jobs. So why not add a few more?
Because I say you do pretty much everything else.
Wait, we got a guest. We have a guest in the chat. Shay Carmichael has what are those little emojis?
What? The monkeys. See, wait, here? Is this the here one?
I think, is that the speak?
Speak? Oh, yeah, that's the speak no evil.
Speak and hear no evil.
No, see no evil.
Oh, see.
Shay, you know something.
What? The show's almost over, Shay. Where have you been?
Yeah, okay. Shay, where have you been? You're coming in late. Okay, so we're going to do something fun, Emily and Beta. Okay, so Wrestling Shop is one of our amazing partners. Wrestling Shop, trademark and collectibles. And they gave me this very special bag. I don't know what's in it. See, it's sealed.
Oh, big unboxing moment, or unbagging moment.
So they're wonderful partners. They had a table at the show. So what do you want to guess what's in it? It's probably a figurine, but you want to guess who it is?
Well, I hope it's not Tiffany Nieves with the title because
oh,
wait, right? Is the Mission Pro Cup in here?
Yes,
maybe it is in there.
Shay, is the Mission Pro Cup in here? DVDs, Shay.
I'm gonna guess that someone got a Tribal Bay figurine made, and it's a present for you.
No, I don't think it is.
Okay,
but that would be cool. Someone made a Tribal Bay.
That's a very good idea.
Joseph suggested an Izzy Moreno with the title. Why does it? Hold on. I wanna unbox this, but there's a couple very interesting theories being posited in the chat.
All right, let's go back to the chat.
Let's see
go back to the chat.
About why Shay Carmichael might have shown up.
What?
Exactly as we're talking about this Mission Pro Cup being missing. I'm confused.
Wait,
why?
Wait, Shay. People are yelling at Shay in the chat. Hey, Shay. Shay, type help if your voices in your head are talking to you.
Oh, no.
But we were talking about what happened to the cup, and then Shay is
then
here.
She popped in. So, Shay, where are you? Comment.
Is she gone again? This is what she does. No, you see her just sort of lurking around backstage. This is what she does.
What is happening? Shay, people are asking, Shay, did you take the cup?
Shay, if you're in here, I feel like you should answer.
If you are here, please answer. Say you are safe.
These are strong accusations over here.
Okay, all right.
She said... Okay, hold on. No. She just put a little emoji there. She's not going to say...
She's not going to say... Shay.
Okay, so if I was being accused of stealing the Mission Pro Cup and I didn't do it, I would probably say that, is what I would say.
Burning ears cause guilty feelings. No comment. She keeps covering her mouth. Yo, the prosecution rests. God. Okay, well, Brian, you got to figure this out.
Yeah, Brian's looking for the cup.
Yeah, Brian, I think you should
she
call
doesn't
Shay.
have it.
She needs a lawyer. She's pleading the fifth, I guess. All right.
Yeah, well, I as the acting attorney at MPW,
yes,
please don't confess to your crimes in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, we need to have you interrogate her. All right, should I open this?
All right, yeah, I want to see what's in there.
I really don't know what it is. Okay, this is.
I don't think it's the cup. I think it's too small for the cup.
Yeah,
it's not the cup. Who is it? I don't know.
Who is it? What the heck?
With the chair? Hold on. I can't tell who it is. Who is it?
Wow.
That's it. Isn't that?
It's pretty cool.
And then a chair. Hold on.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
There. All right, so if you're interested, go to Ringside Collectibles. Look at the chair. WrestlingFigures.com. Ringside Collectibles. Get all your fun stuff.
That's cute.
So yeah, I think they
had. Is
it Rusev? Yeah, they had.
I think it is Rusev.
It's Rusev because they had mystery packs at the show.
Yeah, this was a mystery pack. I couldn't tell. It doesn't look like him really. Does it look like him? Profile?
I mean, it's a streamlined version of him.
Who has that tattoo? It's a hamburger.
I think that's like the country. I think that's the country and the flag. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's the country of Bulgaria.
Oh yeah, it is. That is Rusev. I can't see, so I was like, it looks like. I apologize. This is how my unboxing videos go. I can't see.
But the idea of like mystery bags is so cool. So next time you're around at a show, pick up a little mystery figure. You never know who you're gonna get.
Yeah, I didn't see those there. I probably would have grabbed one.
I thought it was the Mission Pro Cup for a second. I was worried. A hamburger help. Yeah, I can't see y'all, so that's why I can graphics. I can't see.
I have a lot of figures in the background. There's no Rusev. There's no Russo and there's no Rusev.
It's the fact that there's I can't get over it. Okay. With Law and Order music. Yeah. So you guys, this was a wild episode. Again, thank you all to 210 Strong, Matriarch Health Supplies, all of our amazing sponsors. We'll figure out where the Mission Pro Cup is.
I think again, I think that maybe we have to. There's someone that we might need to speak to about it specifically if she'll talk to us. Yes, I don't know.
Veda, are you going to be Shay's defense attorney?
Listen, I also believe that constitutionally everyone is entitled to a competent defense. So, yeah, I could do that too.
Oh, I thought you were going to say no because
no.
So then who's going to be the Mission Pros lawyer, Emily?
Well, actually,
is that one of your jobs?
It's honestly, it's whoever puts me on retainer first. So
yeah.
There you go.
Business affairs person too. I'll be like, all right, let's, and then Carolina will be the judge and we need a jury. The chat is our jury.
There you go.
Of our peers. Oh my gosh, this was so much fun. Maybe we'll do more unboxing and do fun stuff. In future episodes. Thank you all so much for everyone that came to the show on Saturday. If you want to get tickets to our next show, August 17th, Heat Wave, because mid-August is going to be hot. If you thought Summer Lovin' was hot, Heat Wave is going to be boiling.
Oh no.
So get ready, get those tickets at missionprowrestling.com. Watch all of our shows on Title Match Network. Thank you both, Emily, Veda, for joining me.
Emily, thank you.
Follow you on social media.
What?
Where can people follow you?
Sorry.
On social media?
Sorry, I was saying thank you for having me when you said that.
Okay.
You can follow me at I'm_Emily_Taylor on Instagram and Twitter. And I think that's my TikTok. I'm trying to get back more into TikTok again. So I have a TikTok. There's some stuff on there.
Yeah, it was exciting to have you at the show on Saturday as well. Veda, I know you do this every week, but where can everyone follow you in your adventures?
Catch me on at It's Veda Time. That's where I kind of link everything off of there. I just posted a Snacks Around Disney Springs mini vlog. So I have some theme park content coming up for you if you're into that. Also, when you were talking about the heat, it reminded me that my little sheep probably shouldn't be wearing their fleece. So now they're naked.
I was wondering what you were doing. I was like, what is Veda? Yes, I remember eating my way through Epcot. That was my.
I have a World Showcase food and drink vlog I'm working on right now. So stay tuned. There's wrestling content. There's theme park content.
Amazing. Tune in Thursday to our MPW Spotlight show. ODB is the guest. I think we'll have a special guest. Next week. This week is Nahir Robles. I'll be breaking down the latest news and awesomeness of women's wrestling. My Nunner is one of our hosts for that show. But anyway, every Thursday, 6:30 Central, watch one of our other shows on our YouTube channel. Follow, like, and subscribe to Mission Pro Wrestling everywhere. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. And thank you so much for joining us every week for On a Mission. Thank you for watching Summer Lovin', and we will see you next week. Take care. Be safe.